second grade class. Hope you're ready for today's math assignment because it's going to be a little challenging. In fact, you might need mom and dad to help you either read the story problems to you or even help you work them out, and that is okay. I'm going to go through 3 problems with you today. The first one is on page 367. We've already done it for you, but I'd like to go through it with you just so that you kind of know how they did it. Right? So here's what the story problem says. There are 4 young horses on a farm. The horses weigh 195, 203, 190, and 210 pounds. What is the total weight of the 3 heaviest horses? So what they did is they took the numbers and they wrote them down from the largest to the smallest. All right, so 210 would be the largest, and then you'd have 203, then you'd have 195 and 190. Now right away you're probably thinking, oh, I have to add all 4 of these numbers, and that's not the case. If you read the question carefully, it says what is the total weight of the 3 heaviest horses? So if you look on your paper, you see that they had circled these 3 because those are the heaviest. So those are the numbers that you're going to add. But you're not going to add them all together in one way. You're going to take 210 plus 203, and I might even put a little check mark here so that I know that I already used those numbers. You're going to add, which you already know how to do. Now you take this answer, 413, and we still have one more number of the heaviest horse that we have to add. So we're going to add that to 195. And so when you get 1 plus 9 is 10, I carry the 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. My answer is 608. So that is where they come up with. So that's how they showed you how to do that page. Now let's go to the back side of the page. Okay? And let's do number 1 on the back side. So let's erase this. I will read it. And I'm going to tell you right now, when you read it, it's going to sound like there's a lot to do, and it might sound very confusing at first. But just work through it the best that you can. So here we go. It says, Ryan's house number is a 3-digit number. 3 digits means that it has 3 numbers in it. All right? It has the digits 6, 3, and 8. But he does not remember the order. What could Ryan's house number be? List all the possibilities of what numbers those could be. So, for example, let's pick the number 6. I could do 638. That could be one house number. I could keep the 6 but switch the 8 and the 3 around. That could also be a house number. Then I could go to the next number and take the 3 in the 100 spot. And I could put a 6 here and an 8 here. Then I could do a 3 here, and I could switch these 2 numbers around. Okay, these are all the different possibilities that the numbers could be. And then my last number I have is 8. I'll put that over here. So I have 8, 3, 6. Or I can keep the 8 in the hundreds and switch these 2 numbers around. And that would be it. So I would have to, for my answer, write this number, this number, this number, this number, this number, and this number. Because those are all the different possibilities. It's kind of like a little puzzle. All right? I'll leave it up for a few seconds, and then we'll erase it, and we'll try number 2. Okay, so this is number 2 now. This, I think, is going to be kind of fun because it has to do with shapes. Sophia drew 4 shapes in a row. Okay, so we have to put 4 shapes in a row. We have to figure out what way they have to go in. She drew a square last. Okay, so I could put the square last. Okay, she drew a circle next to a triangle. The circle is not next to the square. So if that's last, I can't put the circle there, so I'm going to put the circle here. I still don't know where the triangle is going to go yet. Then Sophia drew a star next to the circle. Well, that could be here or here, so I'm going to keep reading. The triangle is not first in line. So that means the triangle has to go here. Draw and order Sophia's shapes. Well, that leaves the star to be first. And that's your answer. Isn't that quite fun? Let's go through it again. She drew a square last. She drew a circle next to the triangle. We didn't know where that was. We just kind of put it right here. The circle is not next to the square. Then Sophia drew a star next to the circle. But the triangle is not first in line. So that means that the star has to be first in line. And that's the order of her shapes. We're not going to do number 3 on that page, so you can cross it out. Now, if you go to today's assignment, 369, I already went over that with you. So you can skip that page, and you're going to do 370. Okay, there's only 3 problems. I'm going to tell you right now that for number 3, it's 2 steps, and in both the steps you have to subtract. Okay, we've been doing a lot of adding lately, but for number 3, you're going to be subtracting for both steps. All right, please be sure to ask Mom and Dad if you need help, or parents can, email me on my Google Classroom. Good luck, and I hope you have fun with it. Bye.